Wow, look at that castle.
Wow. I like the leany bit.
Hold on, wait a minute. Ooh.
Good morning. We are at our last castle of our UK adventure. We're at Caerphilly Castle. I believe it is the second largest castle in the whole of the UK.
It's pretty big. We had to park a decent way away. There was a small parking spot,
Like a parking lot
near it, maybe 40, 50 spots.
Mm-hmm.
It was full. We drove around for a little while, so we had to keep following signs, and you park a little ways away, but so far it's a nice little walk.
The parking lot was a little shady. None of their parking meters worked, so we didn't pay for parking, and hopefully we don't get a ticket.
Nobody else paid for parking either, so
We should be fine.
we should be fine. Unfortunately, this is our last day of doing things here in Wales.
Tomorrow we return our rental car and go get COVID tests to see if we
Yay.
can get on the ship. And then on Sunday we leave.
We'll be on a ship back to the United States.
We close this chapter and start a new one. This is another Cadw site. This is the last place that we're going to see. So for a total count, this is how many Cadw sites we've seen. This is how much money we've saved with our membership. It looks like they're doing quite a bit of conservation work, so I'm not sure how much we'll get to see in this castle, but it still looks pretty cool.
We also have to pack a lot of stuff. So
Boo, don't talk about it.
so if we get out here early, that's fine too.
We hit a school crowd.
Obviously, Cadw is doing work on the main keep right now. This is kind of unfortunate sometimes when you come to these places because they do have to maintain. It's hard not to feel like kind of bummed out by it, but you also have to understand that they're keeping this here for future generations. So I look at it as a good thing, and we'll see what we can do. We're waiting for the school crowd to get a little ahead of us because there's probably at least, I would say, 50 of little kids, and they're very excited. So we're gonna let them go for a little while before we head inside.
This area was Gilbert de Clare's private quarters. It was very luxurious. But the thing I find hilarious is up in this corner behind me. There's like a little alcove where a servant just sat hidden behind some curtains, shut completely out of the way, just in case Gilbert de Clare like needed to send a message to somebody, and then he'd be like, hey, curtain boy, message. That animation and that sound is from Castel Koch, which is where we were at yesterday. That's from the very last time that they raised and lowered their portcullis there. They said it was about 15 years ago. So it's kind of cool to come here and see it and hear how loud it would have been for those portcullises to go up and down. Pretty cool.
We are standing in a hoard. Now, a hoard is a wooden structure that is actually hanging off the walls of the castle. So this is the exterior wall of the castle next to me. So you would be above the attackers. If somebody was attacking the castle, you would actually be standing over their heads if they were against the wall right now. You could shoot out these little triangles with crossbows, and there would be holes down here, like right next to the wall. So if there was anybody down there, you could drop rocks or any type of number of terrible things on them to try to fight off defense. Also, I believe I've heard this, that in the last kind of ditch effort, if it's going really poorly, they actually would drop these, the whole structure, on the people below if they absolutely had to. I've always heard of them. I've seen them in illustrations. This is the first one I've actually seen in real life. It's pretty dang cool. And to show you, these are the exterior walls. These are your arrow slits. So normally there would be archers on the other side of this wall shooting out. That's why they're so narrow, because you don't want somebody to be able to shoot in there. So
This is a really cute setup they have. They have the whole room set up with what would have been travel furniture and items that a lord would take with him, but they have it kind of set up like an IKEA commercial or infomercial. I think it's really adorable. Declare the wonderful anywhere. Forward-looking designs ready for the 14th century. Easily transportable from castle to castle. Luxury furniture for the lord who's going places. Video and photo don't convey at all how much this tower is leaning. Seeing it in person, how is it still standing?
There's some kids back there, and the teacher's asking them questions about siege weapons, and I want to answer all the questions so badly, but I didn't, because it would be weird. But I knew the answers.
Sorry, babe. This is Wales's biggest castle.
And it is probably the one that we're leaving the soonest.
There's just so much of it that's closed, it's under construction, but we've seen everything we can possibly get into, and it was a really cool place.
It's a neat castle. I like their little siege engine display, because they don't just have a trebuchet, they have a trebuchet and a ballista and like all kinds of things. So if you're into that kind of stuff, it's really cool.
We didn't really have anything else planned for the day because rain is supposed to set in around 4 o'clock this afternoon. It's already starting and it's just getting colder, so maybe that's a good thing that we kind of wrapped out early. I think we're gonna go try to find some lunch. It's like 1 o'clock now. And then we pack. We didn't make it very far. We stopped at the Gatehouse Bistro. It's literally right across from the castle.
Lunch was good. Their card machine stopped working, so I had to run across the way and get some cash.
And then as soon as he got back, the card machine was working again.
But either way,
it was still very yummy.
there's a shoe over there.
There's two shoes over there.
Two shoes over there. Someone left their shoes.
Anyways, we thought about maybe trying to hit another museum today. But man, is last night catching up this fast.
That 4 hours of sleep is
not
rough.
enough.
And now we've got to pack a bunch of stuff to be ready to move out of our little rented car and
our hotel
into a ship. So we're gonna go do that.
Yeah, pack up, try to get something edited before we leave. Sorry, I'm really slow at that, guys. Bear with me.
that about wraps it up for us for today.
And for Wales.
And for Wales, check out one more time. Check out this castle that we're just walking past.
We hope you guys liked all of the castles. Thanks for...
I did.
I did. They were really, really cool. Sorry, not sorry. There were so many.